It is 11:30 at night. The house is completely quiet. But instead of resting, you are hunched over a keyboard, manually copying client intake details from an email into a spreadsheet and drafting a custom proposal from scratch. You are doing the busy work of running a business instead of actually building one. If you are an independent professional or a boutique agency owner, you know this grind intimately. Routine transactional tasks, onboarding, customer support inquiries, and tracking billing invoices quietly eat up to 40% of your operational week. That is nearly half your working hours stripped away from revenue-generating activities. Attempting to buy your way out of this administrative drag usually leads straight into the software subscription trap. You end up stringing together a fragmented web of highly specialized apps just to handle the daily load. This diagram shows what the typical solopreneur tech stack looks like. You have WordPress for hosting, Zapier to connect things, a standalone invoice app, and a separate proposal generator. $30 here, $50 there, and suddenly you are hemorrhaging $150 or more every single month just to maintain basic operations. But the financial bloat is secondary to the security exposure. Every time your client's sensitive data or custom pricing matrices pass through these third-party webhooks, you lose direct operational control. These fragile connections fracture, APIs fail to sync, and your proprietary intellectual property sits on external servers outside your secure boundary. You find yourself caught in an operational paradox, working harder and exposing your most valuable data just to pay for the exact software tools that promise to buy back your time. Your corporate Google Workspace account contains dormant, enterprise-grade automation power that most users never touch. When you configure your daily workflows directly inside the native Google ecosystem, you achieve absolute data sovereignty. Your custom tariffs, financial records, and private communications are analyzed exclusively within secure Google Cloud boundaries. They never leave your private tenant, and they are never used to train public AI models. The engine driving this secure environment relies on custom Gemini Gems. These act as your autonomous digital workforce, private AI agents trained to parse your inbound emails and instantly cross-reference them against your internal policy documents. This diagram shows the strict architectural safeguard that prevents AI mistakes, called the human-in-the-loop imperative. The AI ingests the client data and drafts a complex response, but then it routes the output into a secure staging area that mandates a human check. These generated outputs sit quietly as pending Gmail drafts or unshared Google Docs. The system stops at this locked gate. You, the human pilot, spend 30 seconds reviewing the draft, apply any high judgment tweaks, and explicitly click send. There are no unverified commitments and no automatic billing errors. The AI executes the heavy administrative lifting in seconds, while you maintain absolute operational command and total zero-risk data security. To make this system accessible, Keith R. Cordell Consulting has productized this exact automation framework into 4 distinct service avenues, structured precisely for your current stage of business growth. Avenue 1 is the automation blueprint. For a one-time fee of roughly $500, tech-savvy solopreneurs receive a comprehensive DIY setup guide alongside 3 pre-written knowledge-based matrices covering customer service, intake, and invoicing. If you purchase the DIY blueprint but later decide you want a done-for-you professional build, you are protected by a 100% rollover upgrade guarantee. Your initial fee acts as a direct credit toward any higher service tier. Avenue 2 is the native web build. We construct a modern, responsive 3-page Google site mapped to a custom domain. We embed targeted call-to-action buttons that launch pre-formatted email inquiries straight to your secure inbox. Because Google Sites is included natively in your Workspace account, Avenue 2 completely eliminates third-party web hosting fees. Your ongoing monthly hosting cost drops immediately to $0 forever. Avenue 3 tackles your back-end administration. For $3,500, we execute a complete AI integration, where we ground 3 custom Gemini Gems directly into your Google Drive to autonomously handle inbound support, order routing, and billing. This matrix details our flagship deployment, Avenue 4, the Master Autonomous Engine. This turnkey build combines the front-end website and the back-end AI into a single cohesive ecosystem. This phased service structure provides a clear pathway out of administrative stagnation, whether through a self-guided build or a fully managed deployment. Imagine returning to that 11:30 p.m. scenario, only this time your laptop is closed, your desk is clear. You are entirely offline, having fully reclaimed your evening. By deploying this native architecture, you successfully buy back 10 to 15 hours every single week. That is highly valuable executive time returned to you, ready to be focused purely on revenue generation, strategy, and your family. This financial ledger highlights the ultimate metric of the master engine. A traditional agency and fragmented SaaS stack costs you between $1,000 and $2,500 a year in overhead. With a native setup, that massive ongoing cost plummets down to less than $10 a month, just the fixed cost of your domain and your basic Google Workspace license. Escape the subscription trap today. Visit keithcordell.com to secure your blueprint or schedule your master engine build. True solopreneur sovereignty comes from native, secure architecture that returns your operational velocity without the burden of rented software.